Hello and welcome back to the Pop Culture Council, a podcast where we talk about books, movies, TV, games, theatre, and everything in between. I'm your host Tyler, and I'm joined by my co-host
Jabu
and Jordan.
got there first.
Got there first. Ooh, he was ready to win the competition. How's everyone's week been?
Yeah, wonderful. I had a great week. The weather's been lovely, so it's always a positive vibe.
Oh gosh, nice bit of small talk there.
Now we started the podcast with a good bit of corporate small talk. Let's get into it.
Thanks for asking me how I am.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I'm alright. I'm alright.
How's your week been, Jabu?
Oh, thanks for asking,
That's
Tyler.
all right.
Yeah, I've been alright actually. Yeah, I've been alright actually. It's been a good week, to be honest. Because I got invited to an event that Hachette are doing, that they were doing for East Asian. They have like a society. I can't remember what it's called. ESEA, I think. And then they had some authors who are East Asian who like read excerpts of their book and stuff. So it was quite good actually. And then one of the authors, R.F. Kwang, her new book called Yellowface. She read like the beginning part of it, and I really enjoyed it, to be honest. Like, I already have the book, but I haven't read it yet. But when she read that first bit, I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to read this book now. So I'm done with reading Darth Bane and what he did to the Brotherhood of Darkness. I will be ready to read her book Yellowface, because it just sounds really good. I think it's I heard very good things about it. This feels like quite a dry review, but no, I'm ready to read it. That's my week, guys.
Why are you acting like I wasn't there with you at the event?
Were you?
Oh.
We can talk about Tyler's antics at the event if everyone wants to.
I went to the event with Jabba as well, and yeah, couldn't agree more. It was a good time, and very important, I think, especially in the publishing landscape. A lot of moves to make the space more inclusive. So yeah, good stuff. Alrighty, we're ready to get into the bulk of the episode today. How's everyone? Everyone ready to go?
Tell us what we're doing.
We are doing a draft pick list of Marvel characters to have on a team that are going to then fight each other. So we get 5 picks each. We can pick characters from the MCU that appear in phases 1 to 3 of the MCU, so through Iron Man through to Endgame. You can pick any of the Avengers or honorary Avengers team that you'd like.
Wait, can we just clear this up? Do they have to be on the Avengers, or they can just be non-bad guys?
Yeah, a team that someone that's on, like, what's on the Avengers is a subjective thing, I think. Like, because if you think about the end of, like, in Endgame, Cap's like Avengers Assemble, but there's like 50 million people there. Like, all of them count as Avengers.
So is it everyone who's not a bad guy?
It's everyone that's affiliated with the Avengers.
Affiliated with the Avengers,
Yeah.
That is on the good side.
So you could choose like Maria Hill or someone like that.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Just need to clarify before we move forward.
Maria Hill. You can choose a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Maria Hill was your first pick. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so 5 picks each, and then we'll kind of rehash where we're at and talk about the characters we're going for, and then at the end we'll see who wins.
Sounds good.
Yeah, everyone kind of understand the process.
Yes.
We'll go round, but then it's like the person who's third gets 2 picks, and then we come back.
Sounds good.
Keep going that way, like that. So we can like spin the wheel and see who goes first,
And then that will decide.
second and the third, and that will decide the order for the whole time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man.
I'm ready.
And then what we'll just discuss after, like, we've all done 1 pick. We just discuss who do we think's winning at this point. Then after 2, then
Yeah.
cool. Sounds good. I think I'm gonna win this.
This is tense.
I think I'm gonna win this, guys.
The wheel is being spun. This is who's going first.
I think the first pick is pretty obvious. I think the first pick is like very obvious.
I have 3, maybe 2.
I think there's one person,
Jordan's first.
Ooh. Okay.
and then 2 second. Me and Tyler will probably be the first. I think me and Tyler would probably try and pick the first person, the same first person.
I'm second. So Jabu gets 2 picks. Third.
Okay.
Which isn't
I'm not
bad.
upset about that at all.
It's not bad.
I'm not upset.
So Jordan, me, Jabu twice, me, Jordan twice, me,
Cool.
Jabu twice. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so,
yeah,
yeah.
that's how it goes.
All right. I don't like being in the middle. There's something
Yeah.
about not being able to get 2 picks. That's, but it is what it is.
All right.
Go on, Jordan.
Okay, so with my first pick, I'm gonna go with Wanda.
Yeah, that's who I was saying. That was obvious.
I
Very
think
obvious
she's
pick.
just clearly the most powerful one of all the Avengers, with her magic. She can pretty much do anything, to be honest. She's a little bit overpowered.
She is very
Not gonna lie.
overpowered. But remember, we're saying pre-Endgame. So from Endgame backwards.
That's
So-
true.
Still.
That's true.
She would have beaten,
Still.
what's his name? Thanos, to be fair.
Exactly.
In Endgame, she was beating Thanos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
There's something to be said though for the fact that she seems to be so much more powerful post Endgame.
yeah.
So that maybe the loss of vision really just like something
Snapped.
something snapped inside. of her.
WandaVision is so good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's,
in my opinion.
It's good. It's really
You
like
say so good.
it's so good. I think so. I think it's really interesting how they went through the different time periods, and they really, I think, it's really cleverly created. Like the way it really captures the. Obviously, I wasn't alive, so I can't speak to it. But like what I imagine like television to be, and what I've seen of television at those times, it was like it's really interesting how in world it was like they were living in that time, but it was also capturing the essence of TV at that time and like how TV was being made at that time. So it was cool.
I hear it. Wanda's a solid pick, though, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. I think we're all kind of thinking it.
Yeah, everyone. That was
Just the obvious one.
Yeah, I would have taken Wonder in my one.
same.
I would have taken Wanda in my
Definitely.
one.
So there we
Go on, Tyler.
You forced my hand, and I'm going to have to take Captain Marvel in my one.
Oh my
The easy
gosh.
second pick, I think. The easy second pick.
Yeah.
This is annoying.
But there's so many you can pick now that are actually really, really good picks.
Yeah.
I know what my 2 would be if I were you.
I've got an outlandish one that nobody. I've got 2 that nobody would think of.
So you might as well leave them in your 4 and 5.
I was thinking to use them first, but I'm like, do you know what? Actually,
But with Captain Marvel, I think it's Wanda and Captain Marvel are the clear top 2 picks. Because, I mean, even just in Endgame, she literally headbutts her way through a ship and blows it up. Like, it's insane.
Thanos tries to headbutt her, and she's just like, "Nah, I'm not having it,
She
mate."
just
She's
takes
like
it.
a beast.
I feel like I've already lost at this point.
But these guys are powered by the Infinity Stones as well. Like both of them have Infinity Stone
Yeah.
powers. Wanda's the Reality Stone, I think, and then it's the Tesseract for Captain Marvel.
Just raw power.
And so I think that segues us nicely into who my pick should be.
Go on.
Who has control of another Infinity Stone?
Yeah, nice.
Mr. Strange himself.
Good pick.
That would have been my.
I think Doctor Strange.
These were my top 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think Doctor Strange. He is actually very nerfed in the MCU, because I know in the comics and like in outside of the MCU, he's
Yeah.
like, because even I know in one of the Civil War comics, like people came to him on like we need your help, and he was like, nah, I'm too powerful for you guys. Like I can't get involved with you guys.
Yeah.
So like I'm just too powerful, so I can't. So yeah, but he's still, I think in MCU he's still solid. But I mean, he does get done in by Spider-Man, so it's a bit like
Yeah, but
get a grip.
it's always to do with like context and where you are and stuff like that.
He probably
But
wasn't
also-
trying as hard.
And yeah, he doesn't want to like hurt him either. Like he was trying to capture him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, I think Professor Stephen Strange has to be my pick.
Good pick. Happy with that.
So in our ones, we got Wanda, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange.
I think Tyler's is actually winning. I think Tyler's winning at this point, and then Jordan, and then me.
You think Captain Marvel beats Wanda 1-1?
I think so. I think in Endgame. I think after Endgame, no. But I think at Endgame, yeah.
Are we saying at their power at Endgame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's like, well, the peak of their power. So the peak of both of these characters' powers is Endgame, isn't it?
You know, when she's like, Wanda's like, "Oh, you took everything from me." And
I don't even know who you
I
are.
don't even know who you are. Like that's so funny, man.
Yeah.
But then, to be fair, if you were to then compare it, it's different magic, because Captain Marvel kind of battles it out with Thanos, and like he's winning for a bit, then she's winning. Whereas it's completely different power that Wanda has, and she completely like Thanos can't do anything against it. So in that sense, maybe. But if they were to go toe to go against each other, I don't really know. So it's a weird one.
Yeah. I guess you could never really know. It's a battle we'll likely never see, to be honest.
Yeah. Who do you guys think is winning at the moment?
Honestly, I think Jordan still.
Yeah, I would have to say me.
Wanda is.
But she can't go out of space.
How do you know?
In Endgame.
We're talking about Endgame. It's true. And we're talking about the MCU versions of the characters as well. To make it clear.
So it's not even Scarlet Witch at this point either. We're not talking about multiverse madness type of vibes when she's.
I'm thinking about her like dispatching that whole group, like the Illuminati group in multiverse.
She can't. I don't think she can do that in Endgame.
She doesn't become Scarlet Witch until the end of WandaVision.
Yeah,
right?
Which is all after.
So yeah, maybe. I do think she's super powerful though.
She is. I mean, look at what she did to Vision. Like, it was just so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was way before Endgame.
Yeah.
It was so easy. It was so easy for her.
All right. Okay. Jabu, what's your 2?
Okay. I think I'm going to have to say Thor.
That's a good pick. He was up there for me.
I think I'm going to have to say Thor. And because we're talking about Endgame, I'm picking Infinity War Thor when he has the, I don't want Endgame Thor. I want
the axe.
Stormbreaker.
The Stormbreaker Thor, where he just gets Stormbreaker. He comes to...
He's like, bring me Thanos.
Yeah, I think that Thor. That's the Thor I want.
But that's the Thor that failed to kill Thanos.
He did...
Yeah, he should have gone for the head.
Should have gone for that.
I mean, he probably had the best chance of killing Thanos.
It's true.
Next to probably when they were on Titan.
Yeah. Bloody Quill.
So those were probably the 2 best chances. But the Titan chance required like 7 people, whereas he was just him. So...
Well, I mean, he came at the end of like a battle where everyone was involved. Black Panther was there.
That's true.
There, Captain America, Bucky.
That's fair.
Hulkbuster, all of that.
That's fair.
So I do agree that I think that is the most powerful version of Thor, and he's the one who did almost kill Thanos the first time around.
Yeah.
Thor was going to be in my 2. Very easy pick for me, Thor.
I think Thor.
Well.
Stormbreaker Thor, give me that. Bring me Thanos.
It's a shame. The ordering is a shame. I'm upset that I didn't get 2 picks on the first round.
Well, here's your second.
Tell us.
Here's my second.
But then, okay, does Wanda beat Thor and Strange?
The thing about Strange is he gives you another aspect. He's got the cerebral aspect where he can not only can he kind of see into the future basically, but he's got the intelligence and the wherewithal
it's the awareness
to strategize. Whereas I think Wanda's very emotionally driven. She doesn't necessarily plan.
Thor is OP though, man. Like, as well. Yeah, I think. Again, it's like I think on one day it could go one way, on one day it could go another way. But I think more consistently, Strange and Thor would probably win because of the raw power of Thor and the kind of smarts and like.
Yeah, if Thor really listens to Strange and does and like allows Strange to direct him in like this way, and we're gonna do it this, yeah. Ooh, it's a sticky one. Right, tell us, Tyler, what are you doing?
Let me think. I will take Hulk in my 2.
You want Endgame's Hulk?
No, but if we're picking whatever Hulk we want to pick, then
I'm joking.
Infinity War Hulk.
I'm joking.
Infinity War Hulkbuster Hulk. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You might as well take Hulk from. Oh, which one's Hulk in what's the one where he destroys that whole city, where he levels the city?
Avengers 1.
No.
Avengers 2.
Is it Avengers
Age of Ultron?
Yeah, you want really, isn't it? That's
Yeah, but also like the thing with Hulk is the direction they took him in the MCU is they went more for comedy. However, like his actual power level
it's just mad.
Is like actually quite high, and then when you have him in Bruce format as well, you can strategize and plan and create as well. So yeah, I'm happy with the pick because I'm thinking about the kind of 2 sides of the coin.
The thing is though, when you go for a more powerful version of Hulk, you're then taking a Bruce that can't control him, and so it could potentially act as a disadvantage.
It could be.
If you think of Age of Ultron and the first Avengers, he was like a bit of a wild card. It's like he's proper powerful, but he can't really control it. Whereas when you go further along, he gets a bit less powerful. But it's still, I think it's still a strong pick though. I think it's still a very good pick.
Yeah, I agree.
You got 2.
Because there's other ones I wanted to pick ahead of this, but I think they're less likely for you guys to pick, which is why I've put him in my team.
Imagine we're all talking about less likely people, but we were all thinking of the same people.
Okay.
But no, I think that's a good pick.
All right.
I agree. I was going to take that. Thor and Hulk.
See, this is why I did it, because I thought you might take him.
I was going to take Thor, and then I was going to take Hulk. So now I'm kind of stuck. I don't know where to go.
Don't forget, you got 2 picks now. I think I know who my next 2 would be as well.
You guys have both gone for like muscular, like brute picks, where like they're bringing a lot of
Packing a punch.
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
That's kind of what I was looking
Not
for.
strange though.
No, with your second pick, I mean.
Oh, straight second pick. Yeah.
That's what I was looking for with my second pick as well.
Yeah, both of Tyler's are packing up a real punch. Like you're getting punched through a proper wall, like multiple walls, proper lifeless.
All right. This pick is a bit questionable, I think. But no, I think it's a good pick because there's multiple aspects. There's leadership, there's strength, there's tenacity.
No.
I'm gonna go with
pick Sam Wilson.
no. I'm gonna pick Captain America because he's got a lot going for him. I think if you're looking for a leader of your team,
That's what. Yeah, that's
You're
what
not gonna go.
Yeah, it's
And-
all right. It's
and
a
he's-
good pick.
He's got the strength, you know. He's not the smartest guy in the world, but he's got, you know, he's
You
got
can't,
some
like,
strategic mind.
Javi's shaking his head, but you can't just think about like power level.
I
You
know,
need to think
I know.
about like the bringing of the team together. and
I
all that.
still.
Yeah, I think Captain America's my pick, and you know what? I'm relatively happy with that.
As he can inspire people to like be the best version of themselves.
That's what I'm hoping.
He might as well just be the guy in the chair in this battle.
No, he's got his shield. You know, he is a super soldier as well. He's been enhanced mentally as well as physically. And if you look at that skinny kid from Brooklyn, you know, he's got the drive. He's got the fire.
Wanda's laughing at him, man.
No, no. Everyone respects Captain America. I'll say that much.
Everyone respects Captain
I
America.
agree with that. He's not disrespectable. All right, so let's chat then. So where we're at now then?
I like the way you're building your squad, Jordan. I don't think it's the strongest right now, but I like the way you're building it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah,
good. It's
thank you.
a good start. Yeah, I like it. So just to recap, Jordan has Wanda and Cap. I've got Captain Marvel and Hulk, and Jabu has Doctor Strange and Thor. I think
Captain Marvel and Hulk. Jesus, what
Yeah,
a
that's
phenomenal, like, beastly team.
That is quite crazy.
I still think Jabu wins though. But the MCU versions of the characters.
I don't think so.
Before Endgame.
No, I don't think so. I think Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's got a lot of like. She's smart as well. She's a leader. She's on like some kind of galactic council and whatever. She's great. I think she can act as your current leader.
Okay.
And Hulk, and she's just as powerful as Hulk, if not even more powerful.
She's way more powerful than Hulk, I think.
And Hulk is super powerful. So I think in any straight fight, Tyler's team destroys anyone else's at the moment.
I think Tyler's team does win at the moment. I think he wins, but I think he edges. Yeah, I think it's close. I think mine and his is quite close at the moment. I think, but I think yours does win though.
I probably agree. But yours is very strong still. Doctor Strange and Thor. That's Thor. Think about it. Thor is.
And I
Especially
think Strange is quite easily dispatching of Hulk as well. He'll outthink Hulk.
it's about the smarts.
But
as
it's
well.
not a one-to-one. It's like
That is true.
the team is going to work together.
That
you
is
know?
true. You have to also think about personalities.
Yeah.
Would Thor and Strange work well as a personality type?
They've both got huge egos. They're going to both want to be the main guy.
They've both got huge egos.
Whereas I think Marvel and Hulk would work quite well because their egos aren't super big.
Yeah.
And I think Captain America and Wanda would also work quite well together.
Yeah, they're friends. Like they are friends. Think about like Civil War and stuff. Well, actually, they're against each other in Civil War. But like you can see how they care for each other.
She switches though, doesn't she? Remember, by the end, she's on their team.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, sorry. She is on Team Cap because Tony's locking her away.
Yeah.
And Cap's like, I'll come out. Yeah, sorry. I thought it was the other way around. But yeah, no, you're right. So she's on.
I think mine actually has the possibility to create infighting. Like there could be. I think there's possibility for infighting in my team.
Yeah.
I think possibly.
Okay. My next pick.
Jordan's number 3.
I think I have my 3 that I want. I think I have the next 3, and they're a little bit of, and they're wild cards, I think. But I want to lock in one that I think is probably going to be the most popular pick, and that is going to be Vision.
Oh,
I'm fine with that.
I'm going to pick Vision, because another Infinity Stone on the team.
I hate being in the middle spot. It's such a.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think he's incredibly smart, but he's not got an ego that's going to make him want to lead. We've got Captain America, and then we've got Wanda, who's got like a lot of raw power. I think Vision complements this team fantastically, and he's just really, really powerful as well. So I think he's actually a underrated Avenger, and I'm going to have him.
And Vision doesn't use his like full power. Like even like the power that he has in the MCU, even you don't see it on screen.
That's true. He's always looking for a
diplomatic solution.
Yeah.
But then if I was going to pick, it was between Vision and Hulk. But if I picked Vision, you would have picked Hulk. If I picked Hulk, you would have. Oh, so annoying, man.
Yeah,
I would have 100% gone with Vision as my next pick.
I think I'm fine with that. I feel good with that.
Yeah, so that's my next pick. I'm happy with my team. Very happy with my team.
Guy picks up Mjolnir just like it's easy.
And he's literally a computer. Like he's an AI come to life. Like he's a smart guy.
Jarvis and Ultron. Like,
yeah,
combined.
Oh man, Vision was definitely my next pick. Would have really been good on my team as well. That's a shame. Damn it. Yeah, great pick, man.
Box of scraps.
I need to adapt my 3rd pick now, because what was going to be my 4th pick, I can't put it 3rd because no one's going to. Jabu's not going to pick him.
The tension is palpable. Like this is a lot more tense than I was anticipating.
And it's also like the tension. Like I feel quite tense in my own pick because I'm like, I think this is a good pick, but it's also like, what if I pick it or pick the person and everyone's now like, oh, that's trash, and I'm like, that was a trash pick.
Yeah, this is the competition is real.
Yeah, it needs to be respected as well as that kind of thing.
Why did you choose Vision, man? All right, in my 3rd pick, I'm going to take Ant-Man.
Okay.
I thought he was going to have to be an honourable mention at the end, but I like the pick.
Jordan's the bit you were you took that long to decide. He's like, I thought you should be an honourable mention.
No, it's a good pick. He's very good. Honestly, no, because I thought no one was going to think of him, and then we'd have to talk about him at the end. But no, he's very good.
I think thinking about the like, when you start considering, yes, he can go small, he can go like really big. His relative strength is massive, and when you then start considering the quantum realm stuff as well,
is quantum realm pre-Endgame?
If you think about Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's pre-Endgame.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm just thinking because he doesn't fully get it, but he goes into the quantum. Yeah, I get it.
That like kind of time traveling-esque thing. If you find a way to like weaponize that, I think it's a special thing. So, yeah, Ant-Man for me. Ant-Man for me, my 3.
And for me,
Javi, you got 3 and your 4.
3. So number 3 for me. I'm kind of stuck between 2 picks.
Well, you have 2 picks, so.
Oh yeah, I do have 2 picks, don't I? Would you look at that? I think so we were talking about egos. There's a lot of ego on my team.
A lot.
We've got Doctor Strange, you got Thor.
He's bringing Stark into it as well. Can you imagine? Those 3, oh my gosh.
You got Doctor Strange, you got Thor, and you've also got oh yeah, this is my 3rd one. Sorry, I'm out of it. So for the third one, the person who's going to level out the team. And because there is a personal... The person relates to one of my picks.
Okay.
My pick will lose their ego massively because this person is now on the team.
Ah.
And that means I'm going to pick the Ancient One.
Okay. Very nice.
No, that was going to be one of mine. That was my next one.
Yeah.
Phenomenal choice.
You love that, innit?
Phenomenal choice. Yeah, very good. You're really leaning into the mystic arts with this one, isn't it?
And the Ancient One
Yeah, really good
has
pick,
been
man.
around for how long?
A long
Ancient times. Since ancient times. And so because of that, Strange might be more powerful. Like I remember she said in the first Doctor Strange was... Oh no, she said it in Endgame. Strange is... If like Strange has done this, Strange is supposed to be the best of us. So we have to follow what he's saying. However, she just has more experience. So as much as Strange is the most powerful, she just has infinitely more experience.
Jabu's fourth pick's going to be Wong. He's just going to get all of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
And because of that, I think she'll just bring out a whole new level of Strange. And I also think that Strange will lose a lot of his ego. So
That's a good pick.
those are my three picks.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick. So we end with Jordan on Wanda, Cap, and Vision. Me on Captain Marvel, Hulk, and Ant-Man. And Jabu on Doctor Strange, Thor, and the Ancient One. Wow. That's special, man. That's special.
How's everyone thinking? What's everyone thinking so far?
I'm feeling really good. I think Vision has brought my team up a lot.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah, mate, I would have 100% picked Vision. 100% I would have picked Vision.
I still struggle to compete with Captain Marvel and Hulk on the same team, though.
I would have loved to have Vision and Ant. Like, I would have taken Vision on this run and taken Ant-Man on the way back. That would have been great, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vision's a great asset to your team. You got Cap.
Works very well.
Your team's really good, Jordan.
Especially when we talk about the mindset side of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is arguably most important.
Oh, you can say someone can punch you through a wall. This. But I get it. I do agree. I get it.
There's only so much you can think your way out of that one.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, so who's everyone thinking is winning at the moment?
With Tyler, honestly, Tyler's just like power, raw power. He's just got, if it was just like power levels, he's got this massive guy who can also go really small, massive relative strength. He's got Hulk and he's got Captain Marvel. Like, it's a very powerful team. I think it's quite one-dimensional though.
I'm gonna get Ant-Man to crawl into your Doctor Strange's mouth and then just explode, like, expand into, explode his head. Meanwhile, Captain Marvel will be like ripping Captain America in half and stuff.
But then the Ancient One will just turn you to a baby. Because technically she has the Infinity Stones. We've got two
Are you
times.
saying you have two time
got
stones
two
on your
time
team because
stones.
you're dragging them out of different areas?
We've got two time stones.
That's quite funny. It's like Ancient One has a time stone and
And
Strange ones.
yeah, so they combine their time
It's
stones.
ridiculous.
A combination.
I'm using Ant-Man to like time travel and get like 50 Infinity Stones from everywhere and then just power up everyone.
But they're off-world though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Where's he going off-world?
I'll tell him to send Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Jordan's all Earth-based, man.
I'm happy with that. Vision and Wanda can definitely both go into space, I'm sure.
Yeah, Vision definitely can. I don't know about Wanda, but
yeah.
Vision can.
Just get Captain America a spacesuit. We're good to go.
It's coming like Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
All right, yeah. Jabu?
I have my next pick. My
Jabu.
next one's even more outrageous.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's going to get I think it'll be a bit of a shock for everyone, but I'm going to stick by it. So firstly, I need to define the parameters we've agreed to, and then I'll say my pick.
Okay.
So the
And then
parameters...
if we both say no, even after you say the pick, it's a no.
So the parameters of what we said was Endgame is the furthest we can go in terms of timeline and stuff. We can go...
Are you trying to swindle the like time travel
No,
piece?
just listen. No, just listen. Listen.
Man. Yeah, go on.
So we got as far forward as Endgame as we can go. we can go back as far as we want because technically it's all MCU. Even if it hasn't been shown, it's still MCU because they talk about it, they reference it. This is what happened. So this is just history. So technically, that's fair, right? Are we in agreement, guys?
Let's see what you have to say.
And so the person I'm picking is Odin. Because Odin, what we know of Odin, when they talk about his exploits in Thor, he just rips away Thor's power just like that.
But is Odin good? Is he affiliated with the Avengers?
Yeah, he is. He creates Thor. He trains him up. He's his dad.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
He's in control of the 9 realms. He is the guy. Like, Hela, if we think about Hela can only come when Odin is gone. Like, Odin's like, okay, I'm going now. Then we can bring the bad guys. Because they just can't get through him. Because he's just that powerful. And then we also, with Odin, bring down Thor's ego as well.
Your two picks
You're
here
using
on managing.
Yeah, you're tempering the young guns.
But then we're also bringing a lot of power. It's just like infinite. It feels like infinite power almost with Odin. Because when he talks about they conquered the 9 realms and all these things, like, he's just infinitely, he takes away Thor's power. He's like, oh, you're not allowed to use it anymore. Sorry. Go sit on the corner and think about what you've done.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So that's my...
I think that's a good pick. Very, very clever.
Thank you.
Very Jabu of you, that pick.
So yeah, Odin.
Okay.
Odin. So I got Odin's son, Odin, the Ancient One, and Doctor Strange.
Strong team.
Thank you.
A little bit one-dimensional, though.
Do you think so?
Mystic arts and Norse mythology. That's it. You're not...
Oh, you don't know what my next pick's going to be, bro.
That's true.
But I hear it.
That's
I do
true.
get it. I agree. I get it. It is a bit one-dimensional, to be fair.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's synergy, chemistry. I like it.
What, Tyler? What your face is?
I disagree with Odin, but
You don't think
it's
Odin
been
should
said
be a
as
pick?
it's been said as
Why do you disagree? He should be allowed.
I don't think he's affiliated enough with the Avengers, but there's grey area, so I can understand why he's allowed as a pick. So it's fine. It's fine.
Fair enough.
I'll obviously let it go because I'm outvoted. But
What, Jordan
says
because
yes.
technically I shouldn't be able to vote, so it's between you two. You two
No,
should
but
discuss.
the thing was if we both say no, it's no. But if one of us says yes, then you can have it.
Fair.
So,
You think he's affiliated enough to?
it's fair. It's fair. It's a good pick if you can have him. So yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Not going to take that away from you. Not going to take.
I appreciate it, guys.
Okay. In my 4, I am going to take... I need a leader, I think. At the moment, I have Captain Marvel, who can do a bit, but she is also a bit like...
I think she's a solid leader.
Yeah, but I need someone who's a bit more like a... I need a king. So I need,
Or a queen.
Or a queen. But in this, who I'm picking is,
Okay.
in fact, actually a king.
Ooh.
T'Challa, Black Panther.
I think that's a good...
Yeah.
I think that's a good pick.
I think he rounds off the team with a lot of humility and kind of guidance, and he's
Okay.
also very strong in his own right. But he's obviously not going to take on Doctor Strange or Odin for that matter. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I think
Black
it's a good pick.
Who wins, Cap or T'Challa? Assuming as well T'Challa has the herb. So it's kind of the equivalent to the super soldier serum, isn't it?
the strength of the Black Panther will now be stripped. You know when they do the ritual.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Who are you guys thinking in a 1-on-1? Or do you think it's based on scenario more than anything?
I
that
think
fight?
most of the time these things are based on scenario, but I think in more scenarios, T'Challa would probably win. For me, I don't know.
I think Cap has... T'Challa is just like, he's just got the suit and the herb, that's it. Whereas Cap he's got his shield, he's got his super soldier, he's got his mind. He's also not against using
T'Challa's
tools,
so intelligent.
like weapons and other things like that.
T'Challa's will outthink Cap.
And when you bring down the full force of the Wakandan Empire,
No, wait, hang on a second.
he's got the Dora Milaje at his command. He can grant them.
Okay, so I've got all of Asgard.
And the whole of the mystic team.
But oh, if we had a video, that would be quite funny.
I've got Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
You've got rhinos, you've got gorillas.
And you've got
man.
what's his name? The funny guy. He's big.
M'Baku.
Oh, M'Baku from the gorilla tribe.
Oh, that's funny.
Can we all bring all of the affiliations and it's a big fight?
Well, Captain America is the leader of the Avengers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Can't
say.
just bring everyone.
Captain Marvel will bring the whole Galactic Council and all the people you guys don't even know these people, but they're just powerful beyond imagination.
Oh my gosh.
Hulk just brings a bunch of other people he studied a PhD with.
Oh, that's.
Ant-Man just brings his kid.
Does Thor bring Loki? Well, Loki will get killed quite quickly, I think.
Loki, man.
I could have brought Matt Damon.
Does Vision bring Wanda? Oh, they're on the same team anyway.
Oh, that's funny. But no, I agree with I think Black Panther. Because think about it, what Captain America has his shield made out of.
Is Black Panther's whole suit. That's why for me, I think.
But who's a better leader?
Yeah, probably Cap, right?
I agree.
In terms of experience. But
Cap is probably a better leader. And that's what you picked him for, though, isn't it? So
T'Challa's got that political prowess.
Political prowess.
But yeah, that's T'Challa in my
Okay.
there's your fourth.
All right.
and for my fifth I'll choose T'Chaka to balance him out like Javi. Nah. All right, Jord, you've got your 4 and your 5, and then
Okay. I've got my number 4 is someone I was holding on to this whole time. I think is incredibly underrated, and I think it's a fantastic pick
Tell us.
in the right circumstances.
In the right circumstance.
It's Mantis.
ooh, you know what? That's actually not a bad pick.
I do hear it.
If you can get Mantis up close to anyone.
Yeah, because we do see it with Thanos, isn't it?
Yeah, even Thanos. That's
yeah,
it.
but
It's a wrap.
think about Mantis. She's like a nerfed Wanda. Like Wanda could do that as well. Like Mantis is an empath and she can change but Wanda can change your reality, and you've already got Wanda on your team.
Fair enough, but I think they
And Wanda can do it from a distance.
He's trying to debunk you. I think it's a solid pick, though. I think it's a very smart pick.
It's a good pick.
I think they do bring different things.
I agree. It's a good pick.
Because while Wanda can do that, it's not. She's not going to be doing that. Really, she's got other things to worry
And think about what Mantis can do for the rest of your teammates, not just the opponents. For your teammates, she can put your teammates in a good mindset if they're like feeling a bit.
Oh, you guys haven't seen Guardians 3.
No,
have you?
not yet.
She comes into her own. She's good. Guardians 3.
There you go. So yeah, that's my pick. Mantis. That's my 4th, and I'm very happy with that pick.
Good pick.
You can put him. You can put him on Captain Marvel. You can put her on Hulk. You can put her on even Odin, and that's it. For any of
I
them.
don't know about Odin, big man.
You can put her on any of them. That's it for them.
So where we're at now? Tyler's just shaking his head.
Javi's list is just the most Jabu thing I've ever seen. Like, he finds like some obscure way to just win.
So where we're at now, lads? So how's everyone thinking?
So to recap again, Jordan's got Wanda, Cap, Vision, Mantis. I've got Captain Marvel, Hulk, Ant-Man, and T'Challa. Jabu's got Doctor Strange, Thor, the Ancient One, and Odin.
The Ancient One and Odin. Yeah.
Jabu just wins. To me, Jabu just wins.
I don't know.
I think there's
know.
a conversation to be had.
It's when you say
think it's-
words like the Ancient One, and like that's it's starting to feel a bit like.
To be honest, the Ancient One is a little bit overrated. I think she's got the experience, but she's
I
not.
do hear it.
She's not on the level of Doctor Strange.
I'm just thinking
I do
about
hear
that
it.
first scene where Strange goes, and then she like just dispatches him out of his body and stuff.
I
like,
do hear it. I think as well the Ancient One, she, as much as her experience, I think, remember before the conversation we were talking about how RAM and processing power work in tandem. Like if you don't have enough RAM, it will limit how much the processing power can do, even though the potential is limitless. I think that's the same for, and then vice versa. If you have a lot of RAM, but you don't have enough processing power, you have loads of capacity, but you can't do that much. So I think it's the same with Strange and the Ancient One. I think the Ancient One has a lot of RAM because I think her experience and her knowledge, like she's just gone through a lot. So she just has limitless experience, but I think her processing power is limited. Whereas Strange comes with the processing power, but he hasn't got as much experience.
Yeah, okay.
But he respects the Ancient One, so he'll allow her to
Guide him.
That was my thinking behind that.
I
Even
get
though I understand she is just not as
As powerful.
yeah,
No, I like that.
and she's like very calm and like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, she's got a level head.
Yeah,
If this was Ultimate Team, you'd have a lot of green links going on here. Ancient
yeah,
One.
yeah.
Doctor
Give her a lot of
Strange.
green links.
But yeah, I think you're probably in the lead.
Odin puts Jabu in the lead.
But the thing about Odin is we don't really know what he's capable of.
No, but the way people speak about it is
That's-
like he can just end anyone in a second.
That's why
When they speak about it in the
I
MCU.
was going off of like Odin in the one feat I think we see is he takes Thor's power. So that in itself is like you can't just do them things there. And then the other one was like Hela, and that whole bit with like I'm leaving now, and then Hela just arrives. That kind of thing.
We did say the timeline was Iron Man to Endgame, but we'll allow it.
But yeah,
And
It's a
he
bit-
is
it's a
still
bit of an
he is still
unfair
strong though. In like, if you think about him, man.
does he
is-
pick? Do you think he can pick up
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir?
100%.
Is he worthy?
100%.
Tyler, you think so?
Yeah, probably.
Tell us why. What was like the thinking behind like how does yours work as a team now, Jordan? As like a 4.
So I think
I feel like I've deflated everyone. Like I feel like it's a bit of an unfair one. Sorry, sorry.
Not at all.
Wanda, I think, was the obvious pick, just the most raw power in the MCU timeline as we see it, not before from Iron Man to. And then Captain America is just the leader of the Avengers. You know, he's powerful on his own, but he's also got that ability to motivate and to bring people together. Vision, again, phenomenally powerful, incredibly intelligent. I think he brings a lot of different aspects to the team, which I'm trying to go for a very well-rounded team. here,
Yeah,
in case you
you're
didn't
doing
tell.
it well. Yeah.
And then Mantis, I think, has got a very unique power. She's a little bit one-dimensional, but I think if she can get into the right positions, she can be incredibly effective.
I agree. Mindfulness
100%.
app.
Yeah,
She's the mindfulness app.
100%. We see that in Infinity War. You know, they're fighting Thanos, and the only reason they're able to almost beat him is because Mantis. So
And if you use Wanda and Mantis together, Wanda can make them a bit bamboozled. Mantis can just walk up to them and just touch them. Like
yeah,
you could even use Vision to like phase through things and stuff.
It's
like,
true. He could phase through someone, be in the middle of them, and then become real, and then they just die.
oh my gosh.
Imagine how painful that experience would be.
Not that painful, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Probably just die immediately.
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. That's horrible, though. It's a horrible thought. Do you think
Ant-Man will crawl into your ears, man?
Do you think? Why do you think you beat Tyler right now?
Because, like I said, I think Tyler's is a little bit one-dimensional for me. It's quite powerful.
Oh, in terms of packing a punch.
You have T'Challa now, who brings a little bit more, but I don't know if it's enough to kind of just. It's still a little bit too one-dimensional for me. And I think
You're
right.
one-dimensional today. You've said it like 7 or 8 times.
Keep going. Don't let him put you off. He's trying to get into your head, man. Don't let him.
I think in the right circumstances, Tyler's would just polish anyone's off, but I think most of the time it won't.
Captain Marvel is a strong. I think she really like. When I think about Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
She adds a lot.
she does.
Okay,
All right. Final pick for Jordan.
final pick for me. So this is a tough one. If I was going last, I'd run you guys through my options at the moment, but
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I like that. Go
we
on.
can talk about it at the end.
Well, do your pick, and then we'll do honourable mentions for everyone at the end.
All right, cool.
So I had a list of 11 people, and of them there are 2 left unpicked.
You might as well tell us which ones.
Well, 3 left unpicked, actually.
Oh, not necessarily. Actually, no.
I'll tell you guys at the end.
Cool.
I think I'm going to go for Wong. Sorcerer Supreme.
Good pick.
I think it's a solid choice. It's
a good pick.
It's a safe.
Technically, he is Sorcerer Supreme. I was gonna say, hang on a second, buddy, but he is.
It's a
Sorcerer
good
Supreme.
it's a good pick to round out your team.
Very serious.
And when you're going for the well-roundedness,
Yeah.
I think it's a very good. Yeah.
He's very serious. We'll take it very seriously. He's funny. Like, he's kind of, after phase 4, he's gone in a very comedic direction. After phase 3, sorry. He's gone in quite a comedic direction in all the TV shows and everything. But
Wait a second. When did he become Sorcerer Supreme?
No, he becomes Sorcerer Supreme because strange blips in Infinity War. So it's technically between Infinity War.
There you go.
He pulled it off.
the power of Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, so I think, and the mystic arts, Jabu's leaned very heavily into that. So it's very powerful in and of itself. So
Yeah, I agree.
Wong's a really good pick, actually.
when you said Jabu's going to pick Wong next, I was like, oh. He's kind of making fun of it. It's a good pick. I don't know.
It is a good pick. No. It's more
think
just
it
because Jabby's just packing out his team with the Mystic Arts.
I think
but
if I had picked Wong, it wouldn't have been a good pick.
No,
Whereas
yeah.
I think if you picked Wong, it is a good
it
pick.
sits on its own as a really good pick.
Yeah.
But with Strange and H1, it's just like,
What's the point?
he's still good and can hold his own, but it just negates it. Like, there's no point
My
of
next
having
pick's Mordo. Actually, Tyler's gonna pick him now.
Mordo.
Mordo's a bad guy. Mordo counts.
Not in the first one.
Mordo, I would be more inclined to say no to Mordo than I would to Odin.
Really?
Yeah, Mordo that counts as a bad guy for me, for sure.
Oh, interesting. Fair enough.
In Multiverse of Madness, he's not actually. I wouldn't say he's not the main antagonist, is he?
He's
So,
not. He's not an antagonist.
He's not even an antagonist, really.
All right.
But
Anyway.
this is after. Anyway, but I think
Okay, so there's my team.
that's a good team, man.
That's a really
You,
good team.
you said you wanted to go for well-roundedness, and you really went.
You
for it
really
well.
have. Your team is probably the best balanced out of anyone's.
Thank you. That was my goal.
Yeah, you did well with that.
Tyler.
In my fifth pick is an absolute personal choice. Absolute personal choice.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
wow.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he brings, not only is he obviously super strong and very intelligent and all that jazz, he also brings a cohesiveness to a team. And he's very like,
Lack of ego. He's willing to sacrifice himself and put himself on the line. I
yeah.
think.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Okay.
And like we say, he beats Doctor Strange in one scenario. I know it's later on in the time. You're going to be quick to point that out.
No, I think
But,
it's a good point. I think it's a
He's
good point.
trusted with the gauntlet in the endgame fight, even though Captain Marvel needs to take it off him quick. But
You got something for me? So condescending. But I think it's a very good pick.
yeah, there's not much more to say about him. Everyone loves him, but it's not the strongest pick. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think it's a fair pick, but I think there are others that I would have gone for before. But fair enough.
I don't think Jabu's going to pick him. But yeah, actually, we'll talk about the honorable mentions after, so it's fine. Yeah, Spider-Man. So my team is Captain Marvel, Hulk, Ant-Man, T'Challa, and Spider-Man. Jordan's team would beat my team, and Joey's team would also probably beat my team.
Even without his fifth pick.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Jabu, tell us your fifth pick, my friend.
I think my fifth pick is going to be
Once you say it, there's no backseas. So,
Surtur. No,
oh my gosh, absolutely
joking.
not good. Like, not affiliated with the Avengers in any capacity.
He destroys that. No, I'm joking.
Oh my.
I'm joking. I don't know.
MODOK.
Can you imagine? Kang. I'm stuck. Can I say what I'm thinking?
Yeah, you're the last, so you can talk us through your picks.
So right now I've got Hank Pym in my mind
Okay.
because we haven't got any like technology guys.
Right. Okay.
Like he brings the technology, but he doesn't bring the ego, and
Right.
he's also like
Hank Pym has a bit of an ego. You know, like,
he does. To be fair,
he's all like, "Oh, I'm the original Ant-Man" and all this.
He's definitely got an ego.
yeah. Maybe I'm forgetting the character that well, but yeah. I mean, so yeah, I was thinking about Hank Pym. I was thinking about Tony.
Yeah, Tony's an obvious honourable mention, but
Those were kind of the two I was stuck on because I feel like I have quite mystical. I have quite
Yeah.
but I don't have like the Bruce, for example, or the T'Challa, or Vision. Exactly. Like I don't have that like technology type of vibe. So I think that's kind of what I'm going for in this final pick. But Hank has his own con because he's like quite old. Tony is technically in his prime, but he's a big ego
he has massive disadvantages, Stark,
and he's quite unpredictable.
Massive advantages as well.
but
though.
also massive advantages.
I think I'm gonna go for Tony though. I think
Yeah, can't complain with that one.
I was thinking, but Hank, he's got the pin particle, like that brings a lot, and it kind of negates
The effectiveness of my Ant-Man.
Exactly, because he can just do the same thing. But I think Tony just brings a whole new, like, he's just very unpredictable. So we just need to make sure that Odin and the Ancient One can manage him.
Tony doesn't let anyone manage him.
It's true.
No, he doesn't care who they are. He's like, I'm not.
It's true.
I think
But
Stark
I think Stark,
is a very powerful pick. He's by far, I think,
because
the
of his
most-
mind.
If you think about the way he like figured out all the time travel bits as well, like
Yeah.
in Endgame, like
He's incredibly smart. He's got unmatched technology. I think the whole Iron Man ecosystem is just unbelievable.
ecosystem.
He's got all the different suits and he's got so much different stuff. So I think
And then you match that with Odin, who has the power of all 9 realms, and he can just bring him technology from all these different places. But yeah, no, I think Stark
yeah, that's a good
for that technology pick. But it's just a team full of egos.
pick. Yeah, it's
But
an
I think
unpredictable.
I think I have good negation for the ego. I think
I would say Odin has a big old ego as well. To be honest,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's only really the ancient one ego.
he does, but he takes away. I think he takes away Thor's. So I think it's okay for him to have an ego. Or you disagree?
He definitely buys into his own hype.
Where are we getting this from?
You can just tell. He has
In the way he carries.
he has
himself.
the arrogant air. That
I'm also thinking about Norse mythology in its raw form as well.
What is he like in Norse mythology?
He's just like a bit of an asshole.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't know
But
that.
we can't think like it's about the MCU version
No,
of
I
the
think
character.
that's fair.
so-
I think it
is based on that.
feeds into what Jordan was saying. So I think that's a fair to say.
I think your team is incredibly powerful, but also incredibly unpredictable.
Yeah. But that's Jabu. Like I Jabu's team
Oh
includes
my
egos
gosh.
and it includes power and it includes unpredictability, it includes impulsivity.
But sometimes you need that impulsiveness to win the battle.
Jabu will always go high risk, high reward. So that's a very, very team characteristic of Jabu.
Tadek would be unpredictable.
You are, man.
Do you think so?
Sometimes you can be, certainly.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about the overall teams and who wins, and then we'll talk about honourable mentions. Sound
Cool.
good? Okay. Jordan's team: Wanda, Cap, Vision, Mantis, and Wong. Very balanced. You got a leader. You got the Mystic Arts. You got Infinity Stones involved.
Yeah, I think Vision really adds to it. If I didn't have Vision, I would be a little bit worried. But with Vision, he's so.
You can afford to put Mantis in there.
I'm so upset you took Vision, man. Like I really wanted him on my team.
Vision and Wonder are definitely the powerhouses. You got Cap at the front, and then Wong and Mantis at the back. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
I
great
think it's solid.
great team.
I think
Great
it is
team.
a very solid one.
My team:
Nah, yours is solid.
Captain
Yours
Marvel,
is very good.
Captain Marvel, Hulk, Ant-Man, T'Challa, and Spider-Man.
I think it's a good team. I think it is quite well balanced as well, actually.
Mm.
And especially because you have the out of Earth element with Marvel.
Yeah, I think Marvel and Hulk are two very, very strong picks.
And I think they're all pretty much team players.
I think Ant-Man is quite underrated as well. Like he could,
He does a lot.
if you use him effectively to a good level, he could do a lot for a team. So yeah, but T'Challa as well. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's good for on the ground fighting. I think.
Yeah, like maybe hand-to-hand kind
Yeah.
of combat. But then you just bring Captain Marvel and she just destroys everyone with their hand-to-hand combat. I think it's a very good team, actually.
Jabu's team, Doctor Strange, Thor. It's when you start saying the Ancient One and Odin. It's like, the Ancient One, Odin, and Iron Man. So, Doctor Strange, Thor, the Ancient One, Odin, and Iron Man.
I'm very happy with my pick. I'm very happy with my team. I think it does bring unpredictability, but I think there's enough sense in the team to bring everyone together.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone can be brought together nicely.
But I would say Odin's not following anyone.
Yeah. I don't know if they're team players.
Okay, so let's play that out then. So Odin's not following anyone.
Iron Man's not following anyone.
I think the conversations would be what the strategy would come down to the Ancient One, Odin, and Iron Man having the conversations.
And Thor and Doctor Strange are used as like chess pieces.
Exactly. And I think
I don't think Doctor Strange is comfortable being used as a chess piece by anyone, even the Ancient One, especially
I think
by
he'd-
the time of Endgame. He
But when he has a conversation with the Ancient One, the humility immediately comes, I think.
Exactly.
Like, he'll listen to what the Ancient One has to say. And it's not like, when I say a chess piece, it's just for want of a better phrase. Like, it's not like, oh, we're using them in any... It's just more like, Yeah, and obviously they'd include them in the conversation to make sure they're like good with it all. But yeah, I think the Ancient One really balances out Doctor Strange.
And I think the Ancient One speaks sense to Odin. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think the Ancient One will be able to engage in a conversation with Odin where he respects her. He's not necessarily followed, but he respects her, and so he listens to her. And I think Tony then is, again, a bit of a wild card, but I think he has enough sense. It's funny how we don't even talk about Thor in this, because he just falls under Odin. He just does as he's told.
I think that a lot of things need to fall into place for your team to work well. And if it does,
agree.
That's true.
You win.
The more I think about it, they're like, Jordan's team might be the best.
If you were to do it like they were to fight 10 times, who wins?
What if
10 times out of,
okay.
6 times out of 10 fights.
But it also changes the dynamic if you put all 3 of our teams in an arena together.
Okay, so if we do it in an arena,
That's what this is about. You put all 3 in okay, when I say arena, it just means like a space. It doesn't mean like just a circle with flat ground or anything. It can be
like mountains or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in that sort of
they
scenario,
all fight at the same time. All
so
3
they just
teams.
dropped in and then they just go.
Oh, they have time to. They know who they're fighting and they have time to plan. But Tony Stark's time to plan is a massive asset.
Yeah, that's like
So-
Batman. Like,
Yeah.
it's like if you give Batman time to plan, he beats everyone. So,
Yeah.
in that situation, I think Tyler's does really well, but I also think mine does quite well. But then Jordan's actually does well in that situation as well, because like he has got Wong, he has got Scarlet Witch.
get Wong to drop Mantis on Captain Marvel.
Wong just does
Yeah.
a sparkly hole thing.
But then how are you getting
Sling ring.
How are you getting Captain Marvel still there?
Well, she's got to be still while she's beating up Odin. Do you know what I mean? Just let her dispatch Odin.
Who's beating up Odin?
And then... Honestly, Thor and Odin are just going to go straight in. So my team are going to
Yeah,
hold
they
back a
will.
little bit while your two, like Hulk, Thor, Captain Marvel, and
But you
Odin.
don't think Strange is going to make everyone a kid? Would you have picked the Ancient One instead of Wong, do you think, if I
Yes.
hadn't have picked? I think that would have made yours almost like...
I think the
Pretty
Ancient One is
clear.
more powerful than Wong.
You guys are underrating Wong though.
Do you think
I'm,
Wong...
not, I'm not saying he's more powerful. I'm not saying he's more powerful, but I think overall the Ancient One is overrated and Wong is underrated, just outside of the conversation as well. So
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I mean, say underrated, overrated because... Like, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I'm just, like, why do you say just overrated? Because we don't see much of her. But we see
it's
a bit
true.
of her.
It's true.
But I think that's why she is overrated, is because everyone is like Odin. We don't really know what they're capable of, so everyone inflates it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Whereas I picked Wong, so I do rate him. I think he's
Who wins?
Well, I mean, last time we did something like this, we...
Yeah, we just each picked who wins. I'm happy to take the first vote.
Go on.
I'm going to pick Jordan's team. I think.
wow.
I'm going to pick Jordan's team.
Wow.
It's very well rounded, and I think it's like that toss a coin thing 50 times. Like if you put them in every time, they're more likely to be consistent winners for me.
The thing with Jordan's team is, I think it's good because it's like, yeah, it's well rounded, but that none of them are like, other than maybe like Captain Marvel.
Jordan doesn't have Captain Marvel.
Sorry,
Wanda.
other than Wanda, none of them are like the peak of their powers. And so I can see like, other than like, because like, I'm thinking of Wong, or I'm thinking of like Mantis. Who are the other 3?
Vision, Captain America.
Vision. I think Vision and Wanda are like peak in what anything, like in their ability, like their peak. But I think even Captain America, I think is getting beaten by Black Panther. He's getting beaten by a lot of other people as well.
This is not a 1-to-1 fight. This is a team battle.
It is a team battle, but I'm saying I think like I think that your team is as weak as its weakest links. Like it's as broken as its weakest link, and I think you have some weak links. As much as it rounds them off, like they bring this element, but I don't think they're the top of their element.
But is it also as strong as the strongest link?
No, because it's a team. Because it's a team, you're relying on your.
Yeah.
I disagree, because I think that you're looking at it on a single person's.
I'm not. I'm thinking of it like you've all come up with a plan. Like say you've all come up with a plan in your team, but Mantis just doesn't have the capability to fill out everything she needs to do.
But also, you can plan until the cows come home. But when you get into the arena, it's not going to end up happening as you want it to happen.
Exactly, and that's why I think your power ability, your individual power will start to shine through over what you've planned. So as much as it's well-rounded and you might but when it comes down to it in the arena, I think what you can do on an individual level, because someone breaks through the ranks and then that Mantis is up and then all she can do is touch someone, but then
Mantis just gets dispatched
very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I think it's good on paper and like if you would describe it well enough, but I think in person, when we're now doing this
It
fight,
comes down to
I think it's like
Yeah, I get it.
your weakest link will be.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
power levels of your team are strong as well.
I think you're thinking of it in too much of a gladiatorial way, where it's like we're just running at each other and attacking each other.
Well, not even like
I think that is, for me anyway, the way I think about it is it's very much like you got to utilize the strength of all of your people in the right way. It's about the synergy more than just who can beat the other person up the most, you know?
And so how do you use your synergy well? You come up with a plan, right?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
But then when the plan doesn't work, because it never really goes to plan all the time, you're relying on your individual strength.
But there is something to be said for good leadership and having synergy even in the face of adversity and uncertainty.
That is true.
It does help.
But then think about like Endgame, for example.
Because like,
Oh,
sorry to cut you off. If you think about your team and the plan goes out the window, everyone's just going to be like, I can do the best thing. And then they'll just try on their own and then like get picked off maybe. Like you could see it that way as well.
My argument to that would be like, no one is better than them and they're at their thing. But what I was going to say with Endgame, for example, like at the end of Endgame starts and like they're kind of just running at each other and stuff, and they do start to have a bit, like they get like little groups kind of start forming and they kind of work together and stuff. But when it comes to like who actually, the reason it wins at the end is not a plan. It's very much a scramble at the end, and everyone's just relying on their strength to overcome the other person. Do you get it? Like all the planning kind of just goes out a bit out the window, and like if we just think about that last couple of minutes, it's just who can grab it quickest and who can punch the hardest kind of thing.
But I think that happens more when the scale of the battle is larger. There's like hundreds, if not thousands, of people in the end game fight.
That is fair.
In this, there's 15 people. I think in a smaller setting, it's more likely that team things will happen as opposed to in a huge battlefield.
My point to that though would be that at the end of Endgame, it kind of comes down between like 4 people. So it is basically what we're describing, as opposed to, do you get what I mean? At the beginning of Endgame, it's everyone, but at the end, it's very much just Thanos versus like 3 or 4 different people. I don't know.
Well, even at the start of the Endgame fight, it's Cap, Thor, and Iron Man versus Thanos as well in that original. But also, I was going to say about Endgame that there was no time to plan. They got caught by surprise.
That's true. I think that, can you say yours again? Captain Marvel, T'Challa.
Captain Marvel, Hulk, Ant-Man, T'Challa, and Spider-Man. You know what, Captain Marvel, I
think your team is beating Jordan.
Okay.
I think your team is beating Jordan's.
I think it's Captain Marvel for me that really tips it.
I agree, yeah.
I think your team is beating Jordan's.
I think my pick is Jordan because your team is without a doubt the most powerful team. But I'm thinking about them working together. And you have used like Odin and Ancient One to negate the egos and the unpredictability and all of that. But I think still that collaboration is...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's not forget about Stark as well, though, guys.
Chavi's trying to change my mind.
But I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I think Stark is a. I'm surprised he came last. Thinking about it now, he's very, very good pick. He's got a lot going for him.
Oh yeah,
he's got a lot going for him. But I don't think that your team has enough of different elements to kind of win. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tyler. I think Captain Marvel and Hulk.
You lots really don't like my team. You guys do not like my team.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with my way of fighting. I don't like the way it would fight. So I think I'd go with Tyler more.
I disagree, but fair enough. I get it.
Yes, it's also down to what our personal strategy would be with the teams we have as well. So, and yeah, like I said, on another day, I might have picked Javi's team on another day. Like I think if you just churn them out like round after, like if you talk about like Super Smash Bros, just churn them out round after round after round.
I think mine wins like that.
I think all of the teams win on different days. They could win on different days.
I think my team is much less powerful than you guys, but I think that has its advantages in some ways.
Each of the teams have the potential to win in the arena.
I agree. Every team has the potential to win. I'm thinking more your vote. I don't see Jordan's team ever beating mine.
I get it. I get it. I
Like,
do get
not
it.
not to like. That's yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the way we see, like you said. I think it's the way we see
Yeah,
fighting.
exactly.
differently.
It's
So,
about who's giving the vote as well, I think. Because you're always going to go for power.
I mean, that's how you win.
Ah,
Like this type of battle. That's how you. That type of battle. If it's another type of battle, like a battle who can create the biggest thing, I'm picking different people. But I think for something like this, it's it's the big guy.
biggest. You mean like Lego? Like who can build
No,
the
like who's just like the smartest or who can best technology or something.
I see. I get it. I get it. Chappie's sad he didn't win.
Yeah,
I didn't get any votes.
the listeners are gonna slaughter you guys.
Yeah, no, like I say, like if you put them in an arena, all of the teams would win on different days, I think, depending on how
You
it
think-
ends up turning out.
You think Jordan has the highest percentage of wins in that way? Then yourself. No, I'm just guessing. I'm just checking. You think Jordan has the highest percentage of wins in that way? Then yourself and then me.
I think they're more likely to win consistently.
Than mine. I'm just checking.
Why are you so salty?
I'm just wondering.
It's so salty. Yeah.
okay.
That's why I picked it.
That makes sense. It's interesting.
Gonna start doing personal. It's because you're weak. Personal digs.
Oh, but that was fun though.
Nah, that was really good fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Do you want to talk about honourable mentions quick before we wrap up?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
for sure.
I'm trying to think.
Are there anyone else you guys thought like could? Who else was on your list? You mentioned you had a
Yeah.
couple. I think for me, Valkyrie's actually up there as well.
She's good.
Okay, I was thinking about the Wasp.
Wasp
Yeah.
was on my list.
Wasp's good.
Wasp was on my list of honourable mentions. If no one picked Iron Man, I was going to definitely pick that. Because
Iron Man's number one honourable mention.
very,
you
very
wouldn't have
good.
though, because I picked Iron Man last.
If no one picked him, I was going to put him on my honourable mentions.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to pick him. Sorry. I was like, wait, what?
But you wouldn't.
sorry. That sounds quite cute.
Javi's still feeling the after.
Sorry.
effects of the vote.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I just want to win all the time. But
No, yeah. My other honourable mention was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I thought about Quicksilver, but I thought it wouldn't be allowed
Oh, Quicksilver would have absolutely been allowed.
because it's Fantastic Four.
Quicksilver's Wanda's brother in the MCU.
I'm thinking about Silver Surfer. Sorry, I wanted to pick Silver Surfer.
He'd be very good.
I wanted
yeah.
to pick Silver Surfer.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
not in the
Not
MCU.
Quicksilver. I'm getting confused.
It was between Wong and Quicksilver for my final pick. I went with Wong because I think he brings more.
If Quicksilver was quicker, like
in the MCU,
Flash,
he's slowed down.
Yeah.
If he was like Flash level quick,
Yeah.
then I'm like,
Yeah.
you have to pick
That's
him.
why I didn't pick him. He was on my list as well, but that's why I didn't pick him because he's like a little bit nerfed in MCU. So, anyone else? Honorable mentions?
Pepper.
Aunt May?
I think Pepper's solid though. Think about her in her suit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And she gets like the top level Iron Man suit.
The rescue suit. Yeah.
But no, I think this is good though.
I had a good time with this one.
I think there's some good honorable mentions. Jordan's looking at me like I'm like about to blow up or something. Like, unpredictable.
He didn't get any votes. I'm worried.
No, I think
He's throwing his toys out the pram.
I think people know. I think people will know.
Javi will let the people speak. People's
You guys,
champion.
I think you guys are just sorry you didn't pick Odin.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
No, I'm joking. I think we're just different, so we see things differently. And I like the idea of thinking of something no one else picked of,
Yeah, I know
thought of. So.
you love that.
I think the teams really do reflect ourselves as well.
Ooh,
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go into this.
That's
dig
what I,
deeper.
as soon as Jabu finished his team, I
Alright,
said
we've gone
that.
on to me. What about you, Tyler?
Go for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I think it's a very well thought out team. I mean, the fact that Spider-Man's in there is just like, it shows what you value.
Yeah, but why do you think his team though as a whole reflects him?
I think it's the way that it's been kind of thought and planned out. He thinks very deeply about what, like, I'm sure he took into account what we would have picked, and like he chose in that specific order for that reason, and things like that.
I think being in the middle as well, like you say, thinking about what I think you guys will do, really influenced the way my team ended up being structured. Because I would have taken Thor straight away. I would have taken Vision straight away. There were so many of your teams that got taken away from me as well. So yeah, it's interesting on Jabu's team as well, because if you didn't get Thor, would Odin have been there? If you didn't get Strange, would Ancient One have been there?
If I didn't get Thor, Odin wouldn't have been there.
Oh really?
But I think if I didn't get Strange, Ancient One would still definitely be there.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
I think Odin brings a lot of the stories. He controls the 9 realms. He does all this stuff, but it's not like, I think Ancient One has a bit more
Concrete.
But I think Odin matched with Thor just feels a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Jordan, in his own way, in his personality and everything, he's always looking for like balance and fairness and all of that kind of thing. So I think, yeah, it's just, again reflecting his team. It's very rounded.
Yeah.
It's well considered. You've got a leader. You've got some power. You've got mystic arts. You've got Infinity Stones. You've got that cosmic power as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I tried to go with something a little bit different, like with Mantis and stuff, trying to go outside of the box.
yeah, you always like was a bit unconventional as well. Yeah, it's true. It's very reflective of our, not necessarily our personalities, because I wouldn't like say all the negative things we've been saying about Jabu's team. I wouldn't say apply to Jabu necessarily. I think when we have conversations about like sci-fi and fantasy and fiction and everything, Jabu's always drawn to the powerful characters, the ones that are just like really strong and like will just level you, like Darth Bane as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, shall we call it there then?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there and see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.